Convos with Carrie is back. I am your host, Carrie Wilson, and I am loving and so excited to be talking to you guys today. I've been gone for a minute, but I am back and are ready to go. I'm going to wait till people pop on, as I know I haven't done a live in a minute. And yeah, I just want to come on here to celebrate. I'll wait to let Instagram send out the post. You know, I'm always judging. So, yeah, so I will wait for a little bit. And yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about. So, yes, I am Carrie Wilson. I am working with changing the name from behavioral management consultant to child and youth care family coach, maybe not coach, I'm not sure. I'm still working on that. So once I get that sort of name figured out, I work with children, families, Black children, families and youth who are struggling with challenging behaviors. My specialty is working with Black families, but I work with everyone, children of color, and anybody who is having difficulties with their children and they're struggling. I work with everyone. Okay, so let's, do we want to talk a little bit? I'll talk a little bit about some of the in working with me, some of the challenging behaviors that you can bring to me. So let's say you are having trouble with your communicating with your effectively with your teenager or your preteen. Working with me, I will help you and your teen communicate better effectively. So you knowing if you're having power struggles with 12 and up. I work with 6 to 25, but I still can work with, if it's a 12-year-old that you're struggling with, teenager you're struggling with, I am here to help you. So in working with me, you get me one-on-one, you get an invite, and you also get my team as well, because not all, for now, all of the, you could work with me, but in the future, you definitely will be working with team members as they come along. They will have the same approach to care, which is stop, evaluate, reassess, and follow through. And they will have the same tools as I. Working with me, I will always oversee every file. I will oversee, and I will definitely be managing every file. But for now, you will have one-to-one care. It will be virtually or in person, depending if you are in the GTA. This is a fee for service. So yeah, you will, I do not bill insurance as of yet, but in the future that is a possibility. But for now, it is a fee for service. It is either at an hourly rate, or I have in packages that you can buy into, because it does take a minute. If the behavior, it took a minute to get into the behavior, it's going to take a minute to get out of it. So yeah, so that is, and you can always, if you are interested or you know somebody who is, then you can always send me a DM or send my information to them, and we will get on a call, a discovery call, which is 30 minutes free with me, and you can figure out if we are going to be the best fit to work together. And if I'm not, I will definitely connect you with any services that you are looking for that I can support you with. So yeah, that's me. Tonight, it is, hi, Frequency Promotion. Hi, Motivation Miller. Tonight we were supposed to, and we're still going to, have a discussion about Black men's mental health. It is Men's Mental Health Month for the month of June, and I love just, talking about mental health and making it, throwing out the taboos about it, especially with Black men. I myself have 4 Black men that I've raised and raising, and I know how difficult it is to express their feelings, to go into emotions, to tap into emotions, and to really, just ask for help when they're needed, because society tells them that they have to be this, or it's not okay to ask for help, or it's soft if you talk about your feelings. But being emotionally intelligent and being able to overstand your feelings is not soft. It is emotional intelligence, and it is a great skill to have. So we were supposed to have two special guests tonight, which is Chris Dredd and Kevin. His title I will put down here, which is Mr. All Class. They were both supposed to be on today, but they're having some difficulties with life right now, as we all do, and things happen. So they're not able to join us, but we're definitely going to keep the conversation going. I will have them on again for them to share their thoughts and share their feelings about things, and to have this conversation again. We don't have to wait for June. Hi, Disney Designs. We don't have to wait for June. We can talk about Black men's mental health anytime we want, because this is what, social media does. Lets people come on and talk about their stuff anytime they would like. So for me, we will definitely have them on again, Chris Dredd and Mr. All Class. And I want Kevin to share his story and share his, just his journey. If you are able and you are going to be able to rewatch this on YouTube, and you feel Kevin has a GoFundMe up, I will tag it with when I repost this. So if you are able, any little bit helps with his cancer battle and his cancer journey to finding a cure, finding something to help him with his cancer. And if you are able to, please tap into his GoFundMe and donate if you can. So again, we are talking about June being Men's Mental Health Month, Awareness Month, and I'm just using it for Black Men's Mental Health Month, Awareness Month, and I'm tapping it in for you guys and to have these conversations. So I was reading earlier that Black boys and men are having a high number of, America is now collecting data. I'm not sure so much of Canada, because the statistics that I've seen are towards America. I haven't seen much in Canada, so I don't think Canada is collecting data as much as America is doing it. So I'm going to go this is off of America's data, and it says, and I believe in working with Black families and families, that it is a fact that suicide ideation, suicidal rate is going up in our community, and it is starting very young as 11. I heard a story of 11-year-old, taking their own life, and that is very unfortunate. And this is why I speak about being proactive instead of reactive. So if we might find it very cute and very, tolerable when they are young to have these behavioral issues, or not even, you won't even maybe consider it behavior issues because they are young. And like I said, it's cute. It's cute when they're young and they're telling you to shut up and to leave them alone, and to get out, or not responding to you when you speak to them. So it is very, very normal. Hey, real cute girl. It's very normal for us as, Black people growing up. And I know in my day and age, we didn't tolerate, I know I wasn't able to tell my mother, shut up. I'm still not, as a big grown woman, able to tell my mother, shut up, and, don't talk to me, or get out, or any of those sort of things, or even call her by her name. that was a no-no. So definitely know that, yes, with, soft parent, with gentle parenting, and with, trying to, you know, listen to the children's voice and give children a voice, which I totally agree with. But that doesn't mean that we allow them to adapt to behaviors that are not going to serve them in the long run. Being disrespectful, not knowing when to and how to communicate effectively with someone is not a skill that you want to be enforcing or accepting. Hi, real soul. Enforcing or reinforcing as okay behavior as they get older, because it's not cute when they're 12 and they're slamming doors, or they're calling you by your name, or calling you out of your name, because you've allowed it throughout their childhood. I'm going to give an example, and I don't necessarily like to do that, but I'm going to do it because of the fact that they are public figures and people are looking at their behavior and their children's behavior. So for some reason, Blueface's stuff always pops up on my timeline. And maybe because I've clicked it once or to view it once, so it feels like I want to see this. But I saw more than one, because once I see one, I'm going to investigate further. And they have a young daughter. I believe she's maybe 4 or 5. Hi, Big Girl Interrupted. I believe she's either 4 or 5. I know she just graduated from preschool. So whatever age that is, preschool graduates, please let me know. I think it's 5. But she was having 2 interactions that were very troubling to me. One of the interactions were with her grandmother, and the other was with her mother, I believe. But most of them are with her grandmother and her mother and her father. So she's having these tantrums, is what they label it as, where she is telling them to shut up, leave Hi, Thy Dynasty, leave her alone, get out, telling her grandmother to get out, yelling and screaming in public because she doesn't get her way. And they're all kind of like, you need to stop that, Journey. Her name is Journey. You need to stop that. I think at one point the grandmother gave her a little tap on her bottom and kind of left it at that, because the behavior still continues. But what I don't see happening is the fact that they are actually bringing themselves down to that child size and saying, this is not acceptable behavior. There's consequences to your actions, and teaching them, like, again, this is not okay. And if this child, because she goes to school, and I don't hear them necessarily complaining about her school behavior. So she is already aware. And if she is aware of, this is school behavior, this is behavior that I give to my dad when I'm with my dad. Hi, Coffee with Clover. This is behavior that I give with my grandma. This is okay behavior that I can do with my mother. Then she is very aware of being corrected on this behavior. So that is just going into some of the things that I can, because we are in it. Because you are in it, you're involved in it. And I know this was supposed to be a conversation about Black men's mental health. Once we kind of get people on, if there's any people on tonight, I know I haven't been on here for a minute, so I don't expect a lot of people to be joining me, and which is okay, because I am going to put this up on my YouTube channel so that you guys can join in the conversation there, as well as maybe putting it up as well on my Convos with Carrie page, Instagram page, which is I'm a little bit slacking on it lately, but I will get back to it. But so yeah, still talking about Black men's mental health awareness month, because it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month for the month of June. But I feel like Black men, they need some extra TLC. So I'm referring it to June as Black Men's Mental Health Month. And because I have 4 Black men of my own that I've raised and raising, I'm definitely have a big, I have a big, what is it, thing in the game? A big, come on, people, help me here. Brain fog, perimenopause, brain fog. So yeah. So real cute girl says, well, mom, dad, and grandma with that child is toxic in general. The little girl does what she sees. That is also very good point. It is also learned behavior, because when they are that young and they're exhibiting that type of behavior and thinking that that behavior is how I get what I want out of people or out of life, and nobody corrects them, then who do they become? Adults learning that, exhibiting that behavior. And remember, people, they're going to be someone's boyfriend and girlfriend, as they get older. So you really want to, train up, I don't want to say train, because they're not like dogs or, animals. So we do usually use that term for animals, but you do want to be able to correct behaviors, and especially behaviors, like I said, that is not going to help them in the long run. I'm not saying that behaviors that are going to help them and improve them and is not bothersome as little that you can't allow it to continue. For example, if they have a blankie that they like, or they call you by your name, but it's respectful, and this is what you have agreed upon, that you're okay. This is okay in our household for you to refer to me by my name. Then all power to you. That's not going to be such a big a big problem as they grow older and go into this world. It might be in regards to when they know how to, like, for example, they go to school, even though they know the teacher's name, the teacher doesn't want to be called by her first name. The teacher wants to be called Miss whatever or Mr. whatever. So you have a big stake in, that's it. Stake in the game, girl. Stake in the game. Thanks for letting me know. But yeah, so that the conversation was supposed to be around that. But like I said, my two guests that were going to come on tonight, they're both having some personal stuff that they're dealing with, and I'll let them explain their stories when we do have them on again. But in regards to Mr. All Class, Kevin, he is he's put that out there. So his information is out there, and I would love if you guys are able to help his GoFundMe. He is battling stage 3 pancreatis, if I say it right, pancreatis cancer. Okay, so yes, so he is battling that, and he is in the process of traveling to get treatment. So he does have the GoFundMe up. Please go, and if any little bit of support is helpful for him, and my heart and prayers goes out to him as he travels to get that treatment. And he will definitely be on again. We are rooting for his healing and for it to be cancer to be eradicated out of his system. And Chris, whenever he's able to join, we will reschedule with both of them and have them both on and continue this conversation. So because I haven't been on here for a minute, I wanted to come on here and make the apologies or the correction, because life does get to all of us at times, and we have to change, we have to pivot. So in me pivoting, I'm coming on here just to again say Convos with Carrie is coming back. I will be back with my conversations and having conversations that affect for us, by us. So all my guests will be Black and people of color who is want whatever topics that are relevant to us, that's going to be supporting us and going to be helping us grow and advance in our culture and in our lives. So yeah, I'm so excited. I've been gone for a minute. Life has been lifing. Plus, I've also been working on my business, as S.E.R.F is has some changes coming up. Name change is coming. Website change is coming. Access and how to work with me and what sort of plans I have out there for you guys to be able to work with me are coming. So yeah, lots been going on there. I've also started my content creation journey, and that has also been very fun and been something that I'm focusing on and hoping and possibly being able to work with brands in the future, and also UGC as in creating and making content I'm excited about. So yeah, have some things coming up all along the brands of supporting families and parenting and issues and struggles and behaviors. Behavior was always will always be the focus of my brand. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere, but the name change will change, but the focus will always be helping your families, Black families, you know, reclaim their peace, change their behaviors, you know, and be able to be better. Let me know how much I say you know, because I'm noticing I'm saying that. So I don't, yeah, that needs to stop. So let me know if, you see? Let me know if I say you know a lot throughout this conversation. And if you are on here and you want to ask any questions or you want to join in the conversation, then please let me know. I'll stay on here for a little bit just to sort of, like I said, get the algorithm back. Then I am going to be back on here doing lives, because I can't go live on my other pages because I don't have a 1,000 people yet, but I'm working on that. But for now, my lives will be on here, possibly YouTube. Yeah, definitely YouTube lives. When I have guests that have YouTube, I will do my lives on YouTube because I want to get that going as well. I do have a YouTube channel that all my convos with Carrie and all my content, long version content creation stuff will be on there as well. So it'll be a mixture of convos with Carrie and content creation until I separate them. So for now, it's one YouTube channel. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if there's anybody else on here that has any questions or who wants to talk about Black Men's Mental Health Month. If there's any Black men here that want to talk about it or say anything, that would be really great. Am I early? Let me just check here. Okay, no, I'm not early. So let me see. And I know I just wanted to let Chris know I'm on, because I know they weren't able to come on, but I know they were going to be able to. I just wanted them to see if they were going to be able to pass through. And okay, it looks like I don't know what's happening. Okay, let's take this off. I always seem to get that one, but yeah. Let me pause. Hey, Kevin. I just was sending it to you just because I wanted to see if you were able to even just say in the comments a little bit. Thank you. Not here yet still?
Oh, no, I got it a few minutes ago.
Okay, great. Thanks. Okay. Hey. Okay, so I was just listening to Chris's message. So Chris is saying that we can pop on tomorrow. So he's available tomorrow, and I will try to be on tomorrow to have the conversation. We will definitely have Mr. Allclass, who is who is in the building right now, but he is busy doing stuff. So we'll definitely have him on again as well. But I still just wanted to wish him luck and also remind you guys that I will be when I post this, I will be attaching his GoFundMe to it. So please, if you can, any little bit helps his journey and helps his process. But for now, yes, definitely, we will have you back on again, and safe travels. And I know, thank you for just popping in just to tell everybody that you will be back on again. Yeah, so I'll just stay on for a little bit longer, just because, again, I haven't been on for a minute, and you're so more than welcome. I haven't been on in a minute, and I just want to get the stuff going to be back on, and people know that Convos with Carrie is coming back and is back. Hi, Poetry Man. Convos with Carrie is coming back, and it is back. So we'll look out for it. I don't know which days yet, but it possibly, I used to have them on Thursdays at 9. I think I'm going to do Fridays at 9, or yeah, maybe Fridays at 9, because I know people are going to be busy. It's summer. Everybody wants to be outside. So I don't know if it'll do Fridays at 9 or Saturdays at 9. I will play around with days and times until I kind of get back into the groove and concretize on an exact day and time. So for now, look out. Hi, greetings, love, peace, and blessings to everyone. It's so great to be here. Okay, thanks, Poetry. We were just talking. If you would like to add to the conversation, have any questions or comments in regards to Black men's mental health, it is Black Men's Mental Health Month. So this is the conversation. So I just want to know if you would like to add anything, please do so in the comments. I will read it out for you. I will read it for you. And we were supposed to have 2 amazing guests on today, but we have to reschedule. But I did want to just come on and, still have my 2 cents in about it, and definitely show all the love and support for Black men out there who are struggling with mental health or physical health or any sort of health that they're having, that they know that, you're supported, you're loved, and you are cared for. And just reach out and let us know how we can support as Black women. We are your backbone, or your bone. What is it? Our rib bone. We are your rib bone. So we're here to help. But I did go into a little bit, and another topic that I wanted to, since I'm on here, another thing that I wanted to bring up is you guys all know, if you are not aware or know, that I am a big supporter of the missing Black boys and the missing Black children, and I repost all the time. I try to support where I can. I've had a few of special guests on to talk about this issue, and definitely been pushing the Fifth Estate documentary about this issue. But what I do want to talk about the missing Black children is, and I'm putting it out there to the Black community, and if anybody wants to answer this question and come on my live and talk about it, then please let me know. So my question to the Black community about the missing Black boys and Black children is, what is the hesitation? What is the issue, or what is the problem? Because I notice that I repost majority of the time, if they are sent to me or if I see it, I repost it all the time. Whether I know if the children are found or not, or whether I know the children or not, majority of the time I don't know any of the children that are missing or families. But if I do or don't, I always repost them. but I don't see that on a lot of other people's pages. And when I do post them, I will get comments in my DMs from people that will say things like, if they're choosing this, why do we look for them? Should we look for them if this is their choice? I will get things like, oh, I don't really want to repost it because I never know, nobody really gives us an update or what is the story behind them when they are missing and they're found. So I don't really want to repost it. And then I'll have others that say, this is they choose to leave, they choose to be out there, and do these things, and so should we be looking for them? So my question is to the Black community, what is the issue? Or why don't we repost these? Because we know that the police aren't really looking for our Black kids. We know that society isn't looking for our Black kids. So what is the issue with just reposting the flyers? Whether you know the child or not, whether you know why they left, why they're missing or not, whether you know the background story or not, what is the issue with reposting? What is the issue why we don't see these as children that are missing? Yeah, that's my question, and that's my question to the Black community. If anybody is willing to come on here and speak about it, answer that question. Some of you that come in my DMs or under the post and say things like that, or say like, oh, well, why don't we put up money because the other missing child from the one, the little girl, the girl that went missing, the white girl that went missing, and she was found, and it was plastered all over the place that she was found, and they, mobilized money, a reward, and mobilized people to find her. I guess we're feeling like, why is that not happening in our community? Now, I know there's a gala happening a gala for the missing Black boys or the missing Black children. I believe the gala is trying to raise money. I don't see that going around much either. I only know about it because it was sent to me by someone, but I haven't really seen much, much advertising or much, presence about that. So again, we have to think about the question is, why are we so harsh? Whether these children choose, and I use that word very loosely, because having the fact that to say that they choose this is the fact, understanding that they have the brainwidth and the knowledge behind those choices to know the pros and the cons and the consequences long term. When we know a child's developing brain doesn't stop or is not fully developed till they're in their 20s. And for boys, it's like 23, mid. Correct me if I'm wrong, psychologists and psychiatrists. But in working with children and youth for over 25 years, I know, and I'm telling you blatantly that our Black boys are not developed. Our children are children, even at 18, even at 19, even at 20. They still are developing their brain cortex, their emotional intelligence, their own intelligence, especially if they struggled in school and they didn't get the necessary supports and skills that they need, or they had a turbulent home life. So for us to be like, oh, they choose this, they choose that life, they choose to be missing. So why are we looking for them? What is the big ish? That I have a big problem with. And I am the biggest supporter of our community. Love us, for us, by us, want us to, like as S.E.R.F says, I'm rooting for all Black, but I definitely want us to really look at our biases when these these kids are going missing, when these posts are being posted, and really figure out why we're not helping, even with the little bit. I'm not saying that you have to give money. I'm not saying that you have to agree or disagree, but I'm saying, why are we not helping? Why are we not, the verbiage for these missing children is they are children and they are missing. And that's all. Period. As the young people would say, period. Why? So yeah, that is the question I pose. So when you see the recap of this video under the comments, please let me know what your holdups are, what your issues are. And the only call to action that I would love is, I have posted 2 missing flyers that I've gotten from other people. It's a young girl and a young boy. I did go on the Missing People of Canada's website, also the police website, looking for the pictures because I wanted to see if there was any updates, because I haven't seen any updates being floated around since I seen those pictures. And I found the young woman, the young girl, but for the young boy, I have not found any picture. His missing flyer, I haven't even seen. So if anybody is aware or knows about that, so the young girl is, she's 14 years old. Her name is Naya, N-I-A. She's been missing since June 9th, 2026. So it's only been a few weeks, but that's still a long time for a 14-year-old to be missing. She is missing from the Jane Street and Wilson area. Red and black braided hair, which, us, we can change her hairstyle in a minute. So I don't know what hairstyle she would have. And her picture I did see on the Missing People's site, Instagram page, and I did see her picture. But the young boy, and his name, I'm trying to see if I can find it on my other phone. Kais is his name, K-Y-C-E. He's 14, and he's been missing since June 4th. His picture I have not seen on the police site. And again, it may be that it's far down, but if he's missing June 4th, I feel like he should be a little bit further up when I went to go look. So if anybody has any information or can find his information on the whatever site that this posting came from, find Ontario Missing Boys. Find Ontario Missing Boys. I did look on their website too, on their page, and I didn't see any information. So yeah, if you have any information or please let us know. And I think that's also my concern, is the fact that there is no update, and I would love, even if it's they've been found. Sometimes I get they've been found, but majority of the time that the postings that I repost, I don't see any updates on them unless it's tragic, like the other boy who was found deceased. That I got an update on, and that was updated on the Finding Our Missing Boys, and maybe a few others. But in majority, I'm not seeing updates as found. And yes, we would love to know what was the insinuating reasons behind them leaving or becoming missing. That would, even if it's not too detailed, but a little detail helps future families understand what not to do, what to look out for. And I think that's also why we're not reposting, and we're not feeling an urgent need to find these missing children. But this is not only in Canada. This is all over. This is America with America, I do hear updates, and the updates are always, majority of the times, are tragic. you know, so they're dead, or they still missing after years. So please, this is I would say this is an epidemic, and we need to really do more in regards to getting the information out there. The Amber Alerts are not being used for us. And what is another thing that I would love who is listening, or wherever, how far ever this reaches, but if the people that are making these laws can change the Amber Alert laws so that the alert happens at any stage for missing kids. And because the alert is just a beep, 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 to be aware. It is nothing that is going to be costing, I believe, costing a whole heap of money, effort, and time if it's just put out there that every child under the age of 18 or 19, I would even say 19, under the age of 19 that is missing, that they get an alert being sent all over all over Canada, all over the world, if possible. So yeah, that's my 2 cents in regards to that. I will be definitely continuing to support and do my part, whatever that little bit is, to get the message out there, get the pictures out there, get the information out there to help our missing. And I pray for all of them. And to recap this in the end, hi, again, my name is Carrie Wilson. I am working on changing the behavioral management title. So the title will be changing in the next few little bit. And I work with Black families, children, and youth between the ages of 6 to 25 who are struggling with challenging behaviors. And challenging behaviors are behaviors that are preventing them from living their best life. If it's a struggle for you, the family, or if it's a struggle for the child, that is who you reach out to me. Be proactive instead of reactive. I am a DM away, and let's jump on a call and get a plan of care, an individualized plan of care, ready and going, and getting that support to take you from A to B to C to change. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. And again, we will be back. Convos with Carrie will be back 9 p.m. I'm not sure what day. Take care. Good night.